I always say that when I was a kid, the endings of WWE shows were like real soap operas. We would wait impatiently for the next week to find out how things would continue. However, some final moments stood out more than others. That's why I'll stop talking now, and today I'll present to you 10 shocking WWE show endings. We begin with what many consider the best ending in SmackDown history, and the truth is, in WWE, we were used to seeing amazing endings like these. However, a great ending would come when, before the Survivor Series match in 2001, Chris Jericho and The Rock would face Kurt Angle and Stone Cold. In this match, every Survivor Series participant appeared to use their finishing move. The fans went crazy, they couldn't believe it, and for many this is still the best ending to SmackDown in history. Now we come to a moment that left many people speechless, and that's because when someone just shows up as if nothing on WWE screens or mainly on Raw or SmackDown shows, everyone, absolutely everyone, is amazed by what could happen. That's how on June 7, 2010, the superstars from the first season of NXT invaded Raw and attacked John Cena and CM Punk, leaving nothing in their wake. They were the Nexus. When discussing Brock Lesnar versus The Big Show on SmackDown, everyone remembers the amazing ring collapse. However, in this list, we'll cover 3 truly shocking endings, but they're very similar. And just like what happened on SmackDown, The Big Show and World Championship Wrestling managed to bring down the ring minutes before the show ended. And what if we jump to ECW? The same thing happened there too, but this time it was the fans who made the ring collapse. Who can forget the epic showdowns between Raw and SmackDown? They were legendary, right? It was like when Class A and Class B faced off in school, a classic showdown. Well, later on, ECW also joined in to be part of this. However, if we're talking about epic endings, we can't leave out the lottery show from 2004 when Triple H challenged Eddie Guerrero for the WWE Championship. The match ended much earlier due to an incredible invasion by SmackDown, and obviously the people from Raw also showed up to defend their own brand. On June 11, 2007, WWE set up a big storyline on Monday Night Raw. However, in the weeks leading up to that show, Vince McMahon had been acting very strange. Nobody understood anything. However, when he was on Raw, he went backstage and the show followed him all around the area, backstage until reaching the parking lot. And when he got into the limousine, it ended up exploding. A lot of people called the WWE offices asking if Mr. McMahon's death was real. Obviously, this whole storyline would be interrupted the following week by the real death of Chris Benoit. And we continue with another shocking ending, which happened on March 26, 2001, when Vince McMahon announced in front of everyone that he had bought World Championship Wrestling. Everyone was surprised, but they didn't know that the big shock would come when Shane McMahon appeared on the other side of the screen. And he revealed that he would take over World Championship Wrestling and compete directly with his father in WWE. Raw has seen major betrayals. Triple H came up with the idea of having a plan B, and that plan B would be Rollins' betrayal. World Championship Wrestling had some truly great show endings, especially in 1997 at the height of its popularity, and the vast majority of those endings directly involved Sting during his rivalry with the New World Order. Everyone loved watching Sting descend from the arena ceiling. However, on June 9, 1997, there would be a shocking end to the show. When Sting came to the rescue of Diamond Dallas Page, Sting not only came down from the ceiling, but he also grabbed Diamond Dallas Page and took him with him, in one of the craziest and best endings in World Championship Wrestling. Comebacks are always really incredible things. However, Lee Show's comeback in 2004 was truly phenomenal. And here in the ring, a lumberjack match was taking place, where Eddie Guerrero was facing Kurt Angle. Everything turned into a brawl when wrestlers from both sides decided to face off in the ring. After a few seconds, the Giant's music played and Big Show took care of clearing the ring. It was truly amazing to see Big Show back like that. Big Show was really respected, and a lot, at that time. We likely can't forget the finale of the show that saved WWE. And on January 4, 1999, thanks to Mankind's victory, WWE would once again beat World Championship Wrestling in the ratings, and later Mankind would make it go bankrupt. And his title victory was something out of this world. The fans' joy was truly natural and spontaneous. In World Championship Wrestling, it was very common to spoil what would happen in WWE, so people wouldn't watch it since WWE's shows were pre-recorded. However, when they revealed that in WWE, Mankind became champion, and that night, over 600,000 people switched channels to watch, making it a historic show ending and one of the most phenomenal title changes of all time.